Do you ever feel like your life is just dull and uneventful? In this video, we were diving into the world of Stoicism to uncover the real reasons why your life may be feeling a bit dull and uneventful. Lesson 1. Trying to get other people to like you. You might find your life dull because you try too hard to make other people like you. You might be looking for approval and validation from other people all the time, which can keep you from living your true life and following your true hobbies. You should only hang out with people who make you feel good and bring out your best. You're not living your life according to your own ideas and beliefs when you care too much about what other people think of you. You are letting other people control what you do and how you feel, which can make you feel empty and unfulfilled. The Stoics thought that happiness and satisfaction can only be found inside each person, and that we should try to live in line with our own nature and reason. A common mistake that many people fall into is the need for approval from other people. People in our society put a lot of value on being liked and accepted by others, and it's easy to get caught up in that wanting. This wish, on the other hand, can make it hard to live a happy life. We're not living truly and true to ourselves when we're always looking for approval from other people. We're not following our own hobbies and passions. Instead, we're trying to fit into a mold that other people have made for us. Being real and true to ourselves is another important part of living in line with our own nature and reason. We should be honest with ourselves and others, and not act like someone we're not. It also means being ready to defend our principles and beliefs, even if other people don't agree with them. If you want to get better, be happy being thought foolish and stupid. It is important to remember that following our own nature and reason does not mean we should disregard other people's thoughts and feelings. Even if we don't agree with someone, we should still be kind, caring, and polite to them. We shouldn't let their thoughts and feelings control what we do and how we make choices. All of us love ourselves more than other people, but we care more about what they think than what we think. Trying to get other people to like you is a big problem that keeps you from living a happy life. Wanting approval from other people can keep us from living our true selves and following our true interests. The Stoics thought that the best way to get past this problem was to focus on living in line with our own nature and reason. We should be honest with ourselves and others, set our own goals, and follow our own hobbies. We should also be genuine and true to ourselves. If we follow these lessons, we can stop needing approval from other people and live a life with purpose, meaning, and satisfaction. Delaying things is the best way to calm down when you're angry. Lesson 2. Stay in your safe place. Keep staying in your safe spot. This is the second reason your life might be dull. Don't be afraid to try new things or take risks. This can keep you from taking on new tasks and enjoying new experiences. Problems make the mind stronger, just like work does for the body. There are many ways to stay in your safe place, such as doing the same things over and over, avoiding new things, or not taking any risks. It can also mean staying away from awkward scenarios or tough conversations. You don't push yourself to learn and grow when you stay in your safe place. That means you're not giving yourself new experiences and points of view, which can help you find your true passions and meaning. The Stoics thought that we should welcome problems and difficulties because they help us become stronger and more independent. They knew that getting out of our comfort zones and facing our fears is the only way to grow and get better. The more tough something is, the more glory there is in getting through it. Thunderstorms and storms are what make good pilots famous. If you stay in your safe place, you might miss out on new tasks and chances, which could make you feel bored and unfulfilled. The Stoics thought that we should welcome problems and difficulties because they help us become stronger and more independent. To leave your safe place and live a more satisfying life, you need to face your fears, take small steps, accept that you are uncomfortable, change how you think about failure, practice mindfulness, and look for new experiences. Lesson 3. Not reaching your goals. You may find your life dull because you're not making progress toward your goals. You may have big hopes and dreams, but you're not doing what you need to do to make them come true. This can make you feel stuck and unfulfilled because you're not moving forward with the things that really matter to you. Not having a clear idea of what they want to achieve is a big reason why people don't reach their goals. They might have a general idea of what they want, but they haven't taken the time to make their goals clear and measurable. The Stoics thought that we should make our goals clear and specific because it gives us a sense of direction and purpose. People also don't meet their goals because they don't keep working towards them. For all that they know what they want, they're not willing to put in the work that is needed to make it happen. And the Stoics thought that the only way to reach our goals was to be strict and determined in our work. You should only hang out with people who make you feel good and bring out your best. To get past this problem, you need to be clear about your goals and break them down into smaller steps that you can easily complete. By giving you a sense of direction and purpose, this will help you stay inspired and on track. Also, you should be disciplined and determined in your efforts, and you should keep working toward your goals. Making this happen means giving yourself time every day to work on your goals and being ready to do what it takes to reach them. Focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't is another important thing we can do to reach our goals. The Stoics thought that we should pay attention to our deeds and attitudes instead of the results because we can change these. We have no control over what other people do or the situations we find ourselves in, but we do have control over how we react to them. We can stay focused and determined even when things don't go our way if we keep our minds on the things we can change. It's also important to be able to change how we go about reaching our goals. People who followed the Stoics thought that we should be open to new thoughts and ideas, and be ready to change our plans and strategies when we needed to. We should always give things some time to work out, because time tells the truth. We can stay open to new chances and opportunities and make the most of the situations we find ourselves in if we are flexible and able to change. One big reason your life might be boring is that you might not be able to reach your goals. If you want to get past this problem, you should make clear goals, work hard and not give up, focus on what you can control, be flexible and adaptable, be patient and consistent, and pay attention to your feelings and thoughts. You can reach your goals and live a more satisfying life if you use these tips. Our lack of courage is not because things are hard. It is because we don't dare that they are hard. Lesson 4. Facing challenges in life. Living a life with problems is a constant part of being human. You can't go through life without running into problems, setbacks, and barriers. What we do about these problems can have a huge effect on how we deal with them and how they change our lives. According to the Stoics, problems were not only a part of life, they were also important for growth and improvement. In fact, they saw problems as chances to grow as people, become more resilient, and become smarter. Problems make the mind stronger, just like work does for the body. Trouble and problems are things that many people today try to avoid at all costs. They might not like being in tough situations or feel scared about them, so they might do everything they can to avoid them. If you avoid things, you might feel like your life is empty and boring. Accepting problems as they are is one of the most important lessons of Stoicism. Instead of seeing problems as things we should try to avoid, we should see difficulties as chances to learn and get better. Action is sped up by the thing that stops it. Things that get in the way become the ways. The way we think changes from avoiding the problem to accepting it when we accept it. In spite of the fact that problems happen all the time, we choose to deal with them directly. This way of thinking can help us become braver and stronger as we learn to handle tough situations with poise and drive. Focusing on what you can change is another important Stoic lesson. Sometimes when we have a problem, we feel like we can't do anything about it. The Stoics, on the other hand, thought that we always have power over what we do, how we feel, and how we react. We are in charge of our own thoughts, not what happens in the outside world. If you understand this, you will be strong. Another Stoic teaching that can help us deal with problems in life is to be grateful. When we think about what we're thankful for, we change our attitude from one of lack to one of plenty. We know that even when things are hard, there are still things in our lives that make us happy and complete. Being grateful can also help us see things in a bigger picture. We might find that the problem we're facing isn't as impossible to solve as we first thought, and we might be able to come up with answers we hadn't thought of before. Being able to get back on your feet after something bad happens is a key part of Stoic thought. The Stoics thought that you could become more resilient by doing things over and over again. Facing small problems on a daily basis can help us become more resilient. Our friends and family can also be a support system for us, giving us words of comfort and help when things get tough. Thinking about hard times in the past can also help us be more brave and strong when we face problems now or in the future. When we think about the hard times we've been through, we may learn that we overcame problems that seemed impossible at the time. When we realize this, we can feel confident and good about our own abilities because we know we are strong and determined enough to get through tough situations. Thinking about problems we've had in the past can help us find trends and learn lessons we can use in present and future problems. We might remember that certain methods or strategies have helped us in the past and be able to use them to deal with the problems we are facing now. Living a life with problems is a constant part of being human. But how we deal with these problems can greatly alter how we feel about them and how they affect our lives. The Stoics thought that problems were not only going to happen, but they were also important for growth and improvement. We can learn to face problems with courage and strength by accepting them, focused on what we can change, being thankful, building our resilience, and thinking about problems we've already dealt with. You can stop being bored and live a life with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment if you follow these lessons. The happiness in your life rests on the thoughts you have.